good afternoon, everyone. We are Team 3, and for 2 minutes you've been watching it and looking at this. That's a laptop, you all know. Now, a quick poll. How many of you in this room own a laptop? Please raise your hands. Wow, that's like almost everyone. That's about 99%, which is great. Now, just imagine for a moment, what will happen if there is no electricity in your life? All of this stuff, all we rely on, everything, all will be gone. Your life would practically suck. You know? So, I mean, there is a kid in India, in the village Mural near Alibag. His name is Raja, and he's 7 years old. His dream is to become a pilot and fly a plane one day. His sister, Aditi, she is 6 years old, and her dream is to help patients and be a doctor. The only reason that's stopping them to follow the dreams is no electricity, no energy, and lack of infrastructure. So one of the major issues in the rural developing countries is the lack of electricity. 33% of the people in India are without electricity. That 33% is equal to 80% of European population. So what we think is of a solution of how to target that, which my partner will take you through.
So hopefully you all see that there is a real big target for that lack of electricity, and we are focused on that, and we find a solution for it. Give electricity to the rural area from sun energy. In developed countries, so we created our company Repower Sunlight for Everyone. In developed countries, there are many still functional solar panels from waste, amount of 560,000. So what we are doing is that we use that solar panels, ship them to the developing countries, and they will have electricity from that solar panels. So how does our company work? We are in negotiations with UV, which is one of the largest companies for solar panels. UV is willing to donate more than 500,000 used solar panels to us, Repower. We are also taking to German companies, and they are in the verge of bankruptcy actually, and so they are able to offer us used and new solar panels to a very, very good price. Cheaper than the average for sure. Next step will be shipping. You see there's also another company, Kühne & Nagel, the largest company of the world for logistics. We phoned them and we asked them, hey guys, are you interested to ship our solar panels for free as an activity for your CSR activity? So they said, oh, sounds really positive for us and we want to do it for you. And then, at least the solar panels will arrive in India, and then we approach some negotiations to help us with the transport to the rural areas. And they also said, yes, we are interested to help us. So then what we do, we need to build up the solar panels. And as you heard before by team number 1, there are a lot of many employees, especially jobless engineers who need a job. So what will we do? We will help them to find a job and help us to build up all the solar panels on the top of the roofs. We generate money for company by electric fee, and there's also the possibility for for villagers to take part in our business. So surprise, surprise, we will offer them electricity for $1 per home per month. And now we will income energy generating, and surprise, surprise, there are also some income generating opportunities for villagers.
All right, so I'm back. And the income generating activities for the villagers is that we will create small self-sustainable projects. People who already have entrepreneurial ventures going through, we can mechanize them and make them more cost effective and efficient so that they get a better product and a higher income. For the people who want to start the entrepreneurial project, we give them solar energy as microcredit and demand $1 feedback, $1 back as the return. They already spent $2, up to $3 actually, on kerosene and oil, which are not efficient sources of energy. We're giving them an efficient source of energy through solar energy, which is electricity, and charging them $1 per month. For the people who want to start up something but they don't have the resources, we plan to team up and collaborate with crowdfunding organizations such as Kiva.org, who can build projects, who can suggest projects for them and fund them, use crowdfunding to get investors and support their cause, and which will obviously be very good and booming for the economy. Moving on, the $1 million impact. This all would have a very huge impact. For example, there are 560,000 panels which Julie has shown interest in donating to us. Those 560,000 panels will be the raison d'etre that 67 million houses in India would have power and electricity. Those 67 million houses will light up, would increase the rural people's income, would employ the jobless engineers, and would earn $67 million for us per month. We're charging them $1 per month for the electricity. So what if you were part of rural India and you just got electricity out of nowhere? It wouldn't just be you who would be benefiting from it, it's a multiplier impact. You would be creating economic activity, creating an economic boom, you would be facilitating clean water supply using mechanized pumps, you would be increasing education, you'll be allowing your kids to follow their dreams, and most importantly, your family income will be sustainable. The next steps would be, after we are done with Murud village near Alibag in India, we would go to Pakistan and Bangladesh as neighbors. That would save a lot of transportation costs of our solar panels. Once we have done that, once we have done that, all the children's dreams, it will light up. This cause is really close to your heart, and we all need to join hands together to make this energy crisis in the rural developing countries. It's really a challenge, and we really need to think big and start small. Start with India, implement the project there, get successful, and bam, you have, innovation all around the world. Invest in us and be the ray of hope for those for millions of other children like Raja and Aditi in making their dreams come true. Be the reason for the shine in their eyes, donate solar panels, repower the energy. Thank you.
So thank you for the wonderful presentation. I'm an engineer, so I have a technical question. If you're looking at a solar cell and you have a life cycle, and now your solar cells, how old are they, and what's the left efficiency of the solar cell?
We have an engineer that.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you. So for the first generation of the panel solar, the solar panel, it was started in about 96. And the life cycle of the panel solar is about 20 to 13 years. And now for the connected panel solar panel, we will have more average of 8 years to use more.
Yeah, to make that true, we found a lecturer from the University of Stuttgart Institute for Photovoltaic, and he said to us that he's sure that we will get 20 years old solar panel, we are able to use them for 10 more years. So that's really good productivity.
So maybe the second question, how about the waste? So then you ship tons of old solar cells to India. So is it hazardous waste? So is it dangerous, polluting the environment after the solar cells are dead?
Yeah, the thing is that at the moment exists not a good recycling product for solar panels. So it will be better to ship them and we will do a really environmental friendly project with that, because we are not able at the moment to recycle them in a good way, to use all their impact and all that stuff. And the thing is, they are still working, so why waste them? And we are sure that it will work.
So what I really like that you called already companies, and they promised you a lot of help and so on. We made the experience that at the beginning a lot of companies promise you a lot when you ask them really to do, so suddenly they have a lot of excuses. So the question would be, do you have some plan B if they don't help you as they promised, that they ship it for free to India and that they help you in setting up all that stuff?
The key is just to start small. We're not looking for 560,000 solar panels in one day or in 1 month, for instance. The key is that we'll start off with, for example, 10 containers. One container is equal, one solar panel could actually give electricity to 120 homes. So we're not starting very big, and even if they don't keep their end of the deal to the fullest extent, some of it will work, and when that starts to run, we will roll the ball, and it's like a snowball, it's rolling down the hill and gathering more and more snow, getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and we are also sure about that because we phoned not just one company, we phoned more than 20 companies, and they are all said, oh, sounds pretty new to us, but we are all interested in that project. Keep in touch with us, inform us about the next steps, not just UE is one of the companies who said, okay, when can we meet for a contract? When can we make it? But the others are also really interested.
Yeah, thanks for a wonderful presentation. I have a question. The energy is collected over day. Lots of it is used at night. What about the storage?
Okay, for the storage, we have think for the other users. Not we focus just in the storage, but we can use the energy collected. So for medical uses like product oxygen or liquid nitrogen, and there is other things to boil the water and make it drinkable, or to drive some machines to grade.
So for the first step, we will use common batteries, but we are still working on really good other ideas that my engineer explained to you, because I'm not that good in that stuff. But we want to make it in a more efficient way, and at the moment we have no costs, just the only cost of the batteries. So we will start with that for the easiest way, and then we will come up with the ideas he told you.
I guess even the batteries, when you buy a new solar panel, the battery runs for a good 30 years, and it needs replacement after around 5 years or something. So when we will ship the solar panels, we'll make sure that they have new batteries installed in them. And when, for example, if they're running there in the rural areas for 5 to 6 years, then we won't need to change them there. So we can set about that. Thank you.